All right, let's talk about marketing. Today, we are going to break down the definitive marketing playbook for real estate agents heading into 2026. If you've ever wanted to turn your listings directly into client leads, well, this is the strategy you've been looking for. Let's jump right in.
So let's have an honest moment. Does your marketing playbook feel a little dusty? Are you putting in all this time, all this money, and just not getting the clients you used to? If you feel like the old ways of finding buyers and sellers are losing their punch, trust me, you are not alone. The entire game has changed.
And here it is. This is the single biggest mindset shift you need to make. For years, the old playbook said your website was the star of the show, right? Everything was about driving traffic to the website. The new playbook, it flips that completely on its head. Social media is now your star player. It's where it all begins.
This brings us to the new golden rule of real estate marketing, and it's actually pretty simple. Stop trying so hard to pull clients over to your digital front door. Instead, you need to set up shop right where they're already hanging out for hours every single day. The goal is to be right there in their daily scroll, being visible and valuable.
So where is that exactly? Well, for finding new buyers, you've got to be on the visual platforms. Think Instagram and TikTok. This is how people discover agents now. It's not through a search engine anymore, it's through a really compelling video tour they saw. And for building that professional network, for getting those all-important referrals, LinkedIn is still the absolute king.
So, does this mean your website is dead? Should you just delete it? No, absolutely not. But its job has totally changed. Think of it like this. Social media is what creates the spark, that first flicker of interest. Your website is where they go to check you out, to confirm you're the real deal. It's the credibility layer that seals the deal after they've already found you somewhere else.
Okay, so we know where to be. That's step one. Now for the really crucial part. What in the world do you actually post? This is where you learn to turn your everyday listings into powerful magnets that pull in new clients.
You know, the content that really truly connects with people is the stuff that's authentic and gives them real value. Yeah, your listings should be front and center, of course, but you have to surround them with other good stuff. Local market insights, quick tips, maybe some behind-the-scenes videos, and content about the local lifestyle. But remember this, nothing builds trust and attracts serious buyers more than content tied directly to your real listings. So how often do you need to be doing all this? The sweet spot, the magic number, is about 3 to 5 times a week. That's the perfect frequency to stay on people's radar and keep them engaged without totally burning yourself out.
But here is the most important thing to remember about posting. It's not about volume, it's about consistency. Posting a ton of stuff one week and then going silent for 2 weeks, that's a losing strategy. A steady, reliable schedule is so much more powerful because that's what the algorithms reward, and that's what builds a loyal audience that trusts you.
And I know exactly what you're thinking right now. 3 to 5 times a week? I'm a busy agent, not a full-time content creator. And you're right, that's where the secret weapon comes in. That's where we talk about putting your marketing on autopilot with automation.
And you know what? With the tools we have today, this is incredibly simple. Here's how it works. You create a new listing, just like you always do. Then, an automation tool grabs that info and automatically generates a whole bunch of social media posts for you. And finally, all that content gets scheduled and published without you lifting a finger. What this really means is you're not spending hours and hours every week trying to come up with content ideas. You're letting technology do all the heavy lifting, turning your listings into a steady stream of client leads automatically. It's a game changer. All right, let's pull all this together. We've talked about the mindset shift, the platforms, the content, and the tools. Now, let's assemble the final playbook, your winning strategy for 2026 all boiled down. When it comes right down to it, you really have 2 paths you can take. You can stick with the old model, relying on a website and some paid ads and just hoping people find their way to you. Or you can embrace the new playbook, consistently turning your listings into valuable social content that meets buyers exactly where they are. And honestly, the agents who are doing the second one, they're the ones winning right now. So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Right now, this very second, your next client is scrolling on their phone. Based on the strategy you're using today, are you going to be the agent they find, or are they just going to scroll right on by?